Hi, and welcome back to episode 4 of our trip on the Lost Coast 4x4 trail. This episode is entitled Cows, Calves, and Reflections. Breakfast this morning is rewarmed Mountain Man, hot coffee, and biscuits. Yeah. Today we're going to leave the Matole River campground and our cows on the cliff. Heard those this morning during breakfast. Located them. I'm sure there's a ranch and a pasture up there, but this just looked interesting. We're going to head back into Petrolia, from Petrolia into Cape Mendocino to Capetown, and then Capetown over to Ferndale. On your right, you have the Petrolia palm tree. Not sure how that got there, other than somebody wanted a palm tree in their front yard. Now this drive is full of amazing views, and this is one of them. We drop down from Petrolia onto the Pacific coast, and this is what you see along the Cape Mendocino coast. Just a fantastic several miles of coastline, rocky shore. This would be a perfect camping spot if we could remove the road, back your truck, set your tent, and look down onto this view every morning when you got up and had your cup of coffee. Riding with Baron now in the Dodge, and a spruce twig that's found its way on the front of the windshield. BK had to head over the hill in a different direction, so it's just Baron and I completing the drive today as we head into Ferndale. We have to clear 2 ranges as we head back into Ferndale. This one takes us from Cape Mendocino up and over and down into Capetown, and the second one takes us up and over from Capetown into Ferndale. We're going to do a quick camera angle change, because this calf jumps out on the side of the road and runs alongside my truck, and Baron's camera picks it up. I don't know where the calf came from, but he jogs alongside my truck for a while and then goes back down into the pasture. This is an open pasture area, so you never know what cattle are going to come alongside you and try to race Big Red down the roadway. So the episode is entitled Cows, Calves, and Reflections. So here's the reflection. It's a learned tip. When you're videotaping with your GoPro through your front windshield, don't leave things on your dash because they reflect into your camera's field of view. That's the reflection for today. The sign coming up at the right reads 6 miles to Ferndale. I don't think we've passed more than 4 or 5 vehicles on this road today. It's been a fantastic, empty road for our first overlanding trip. We drop down into Ferndale, and it is Memorial Day. So as we turn the corner onto Main Street, the streets are lined with American flags as people set up for a Memorial Day celebration and for the end of the kinetic sculpture race. Ferndale is a fantastic little town. It's kind of an Americana town for the county. Victorian homes, Victorian inns on the left and right, the Ivanhoe on the left, and several buildings that are just period buildings from a movie filmed here known as Outbreak several years ago, and they remodeled the gas station specifically to look circa the Outbreak time period. They remain the same. You can still come into town and find blacksmiths, artists, and just a wonderful town to celebrate Memorial Day in. So I have a guesstimated fact about Ferndale, California. The population here is 1,319 individuals, and Ferndale is a huge dairy town. So I'm going to guess, factually state, with almost certainty, that there are more cows in Ferndale than people in Ferndale. Not that that's a bad thing, because they do supply a lot of our milk and dairy needs throughout the county and the state as well. But I'm betting there's more cows in Ferndale than there are people. That's going to conclude our overland trip. 4 days, starting out at Leggett, heading to Usel Beach, up into Shelter Cove and Tolkien, the Matole River, and ending up in Ferndale. We're going to cross over the Fernbridge Bridge as we leave Ferndale and head back to home base, turning northbound onto Highway 101 and heading back into home base of McKinleyville. Next time on Sergeant Packer Retired, we're going to be in Hawaii. See you then.
Yo, Caslow!
Thalia, to bring me a brick? This is what happens when the dog can't find a stick. She brings me a brick.